We want to make sure that they're willing to do this work so that we can put them in a container with other people willing to do this work so that we can guarantee a much stronger result than just saying, hey, we want your money, you want to do this work, come in, like, well, let's take you. So
Yeah.
that's why we have a qualification call with a member of our team, and then they qualify a candidate and they come in. I don't do, people have asked me a lot about one-on-ones right now, and I don't do one-on-ones right now because I'm like managing all the coaches I've trained and everything going on right now. That may happen next year. But for people who want a starting place, who feel like, you know what, I may not be ready to jump into the gauntlet. I may not be able to jump in the gauntlet. The gauntlet may not even have a time for me right now. There is a little membership that we call the Emotional Freedom Collective. And on this membership, we do like 2 calls in a month for the entire group, and people join on Zoom, whatever. And they're based on different topics that support them in their healing journey. Last month, the topic was coping with heartbreak, the tools that can help you cope with heartbreak. Before that, it was about how to understand your father wound, the wound that you have with your father that you may be projecting into your partners and attracting certain relationships, affecting your own masculinity, femininity, etc. So each month there, we have a certain topic, and then when people feel ready enough, they can take the step into wanting to go to the gauntlet. All of that information really you can also find on my website, which is theinneryats.com, or people can find it on our Instagram. And I would recommend people tune into our Instagram if they haven't already, because that's where we put a lot of our value out there, which is free for people to see and consume. And there's a link, the link tree link, where they can get information about the different products, different like journeys they can have with us.
And what do we do once we start this journey? After, because I could feel that you were pulling out the cork to let some of it out. And I know that as I do this more and more and more, it's going to come out and I'm going to change, etc. But how do you focus your students to then go forward to say, this will come up, you'll deal with this, but I want you to do this as the newer version of yourself. I want you to focus on this. Do you have plans of how they do it, or do you just kind of let them realize, like, accept and give compassion to who they were, so they can go and find out who they want, who they truly are going forward? Or do you have plans?
So the journey is constructed so that it can take people through the process of starting slow and then getting into those big wounds and then recognizing how the wounds show up for them in the present, finally getting to a place where they can design the future that they want. And that comes like right towards the end of the program. So I know it seems scary or challenging for a lot of people who want to come into it, but it's a catered program for 56. It's like going to rehab for the mind. And for 8 weeks, for 56 days, there is enough of that support. We have like a whole bunch of coaches in each program who'll support everybody through the journey. You have a certain amount of homework, but continuously we encourage people to know that the journey is very individual as well. That some people may have like certain revelations early on, some may have them later. But at the end of the day, it is taking you through your own process of healing, disarming your ego, changing your patterns, and getting to be like the version of you that you really deserve to be, honestly, without all the layers of conditioning and everything else.